Good evening, guys. Good to see you again. Two in the house. I hope I will see your comments so I know who you guys are. That would be awesome. Let's see. Oh, I forgot that. So, how are you doing, guys? I hope you had a great week. At least I had a pretty good week. We put that link there just in case. There we go. One in the house. I wonder who you are. Hey, Daryl, good to see you. How are you doing? Yeah, I have my coffee. I need some coffee. I didn't had many cups of coffee today, so I need one more. That will keep me at least alert. We wait a couple of more minutes and wait and see if there will be more people who will join the stream. Four in the house now, so today's topic is actually vehicle evacuation staging and load balancing. That's an interesting topic because I haven't had that topic before. And I actually have put some notes down so I remember things. Otherwise, I will forget things, and I don't want that. Yeah, the notes is, hey, Brian Turner, good to see you again. How are you doing? I hope you guys are okay. And I am on my second week of my vacation, so that's nice. I have 2 more weeks to go. So that's really awesome. I'll try to relax actually. Thanks for the thumbs up, Brian. I appreciate it. Six in the house. It's better I put my notes on. Okay. Hey, Budflies. Good to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're okay. Hey, Troy. Good to see you, brother. How are you doing? I hope you are okay. But it's good to see you again, Troy. Long time no see. I have actually put some notes down. And it's actually 3 pillars, 3 tiers. But we get into that. Let's see if I have missed something. I can't put that into just in case. No, I have that in the description, so that's okay. So, how to load your vehicle. There are actually 3 pillars, 3 tiers. And it's key operational pillars. The 3-tier accessibility architecture equipment is organized based on how rapidly it must be accessed without stopping or unpacking the vehicle. Tier 1, cabin in the reach. High priority items needed on the move, IFAK, trauma kits, seatbelt cutters, glass breakers, local paper maps, communication radios, and vehicle registration. That's the first tier, and those are really great and necessary to have in your cabin, okay? Registration, registration papers. It depends on the country, basically. I don't keep them in the car. It's not common to put them in here, not in our glove compartments, at least. Nobody has their registration papers in their cars, not here anyway. But in US, you need to have them in your car. As far as I know, at least. The next is IFAK trauma kits. Those need to be accessible. If something happened to you or your passengers, or if you happen to meet up with an accident, and if you are first on place, you need to have a good first aid kit, at least. Everything can happen. You can get cut on things, so it's nice to have in your car, in reach. Seatbelt cutters, these are really good to have and necessary to have, actually. At some point, you need actually to cut your seatbelt to get loose, because the seatbelt can get stuck. If, let's say, if your car flip over or something, you need to cut the seatbelt, especially if you're upside down, or even if the car is on its wheels, okay? So the belt can get stuck anyway. It depends on the car, because I flipped over with a car and I could get loose. Actually, I could release the seatbelt. It didn't stuck, so that was good for me. But I had my multi-tool with me, so I could get loose anyway if it would get stuck. Okay. Um, Glass breakers. Those are really useful. Uh, at some point, it depends on what kind of accident it is. You might need break the glass to get out. If you don't get out, especially if your car you flip over and get into the lake or something, you need to break the glass. And those seatbelt cutters and glass breakers, those are cheap. You can those doesn't cost much money to buy, so I highly recommend it. Um, the next one is local paper maps. Yeah, well, actually, I suck on that because I don't have any paper maps in my car, which I should have, but that is something I need to add, actually. Um, a good ones, especially. Um, what do we have next? Communication radios. Well, yeah, I would like to have a communication radio in my car, but the problem is where can I put it? That's the difference. My car is not that big, so hey, Purple Ale, good to see you. Hey, Grumpy, good to see you. Um, yeah, and vehicle registration. Well, I mentioned that. Uh, Tier 2, cargo deck top layer. Uh, that is immediate evacuation supplies, 72-hour bug out bags. That that one needs to be actually reachable. You need to get that one fast. So you want that preferably on the top. Rain gear. Yeah, that is another thing. You need to have them as well on the top because you can reach them easily. Don't pack them down because that makes it easier if you already have them on top already. You can just grab them, put them on, and you're ready to go. And water filtration. Yeah, water filtration. You need a good water filter, like a mini Sawyer is a good one. Really compact, doesn't take much space. So that is a good water filter to have, in my opinion, at least. It is one of the best. They are probably much better than a mini Sawyer, but a mini Sawyer is good enough. The next one is fire extinguishers. Yeah, how many have a fire extinguisher in their cars? I don't, but I probably should have. Hey, Nelly on the land. Good to see you. Uh, Recoms Shadow. I have a porta pack for CB and the same for PMR, so can have multiple use, portable or home base. Okay, I need to look into that one. Well, it's basically how you load your car. You need to load it properly. Um, how many of you guys have fire extinguishers in your cars? Okay, that's good, Grumpy. I have two fire and a fire blanket. That's good. A fire blanket is really useful. It's for one use only, but there are probably some of them you can use many times. But it doesn't hurt to have a fire blanket. That is okay, Nelly. That's good. You have an extinguisher. That's good. That's awesome. You have at least that covered. Uh, and the next one after fire extinguishers is personal defense tools, positioned right at the tailgate opening. Yeah, that can come be a little bit complicated, especially here in Sweden to have that. Hey Maggie, good to see you. Um, so personal defense tools positioned right at the tailgate opening. That can cause some problems here because we have different laws compared to US. But I believe in US you can probably have them that way. I'm not sure, but probably. In UK, having a wheel bar in the boot is fine. Yeah, you can have that. The same for us. We can have a wheel bar. It works. You can use that as a defense tool as well, but you need to use it properly and correct. Um, and the tier three is base deck and exterior. Heavy sustained survival gear, water barrels, fuel cans, battery stations, tools, traction boards, and full-sized spare tires positioned at the lowest points. Yeah. Okay. In the UK, if you put it there, then that's a no. If it is to hand as an emergency, then that's good. Okay. Most people use them for emergency and fire extinguisher monkey wrench. Yeah, that too. Um, there is uh, a certain way you should put things or load things in your car. It depends on you need to balance the weight properly, vehicle load distribution, basically. Um, Vehicle evacuation staging and load balancing. Improperly packed evacuation vehicles suffer from reduced fuel efficiency, poor handling, and delayed access to emergency tools. Yeah, that is basically correct. If you don't load your car and balance it out properly, you don't you get actually a reduced fuel efficiency because the weight is not properly balanced. So, vehicle weight and placement strategy is vehicle load distribution. Low and centered. Heavy items, water barrels, batteries, fuel cans, placed over axles to lower center of gravity. That is the heavy stuff, okay? That is that equipment and gear that weigh much more than the other gear do. So you need to put it there. Rear trunk / bed. Okay, rear trunk. There you put secondary bags, long-term food stores, spare tires, towing gear. That is what I have, actually, towing gear in the rear trunk. And cabin access, IFAK, medical kit, window breaker, maps, communication radios. Um, Getting blasted with dry powder in the face will stop anyone. Yeah, yeah. The thing about going into the boot with someone behind you is that you are at a disadvantage. Yeah. Soft and light towards the rear. Yeah. In winter, we carry blankets and a shovel too. Yeah, that is what I have some sand for in winter time, and I usually have a shovel in there too. Okay, Nelly, my sisters are huge. If I put them in the boot, I am doing wheelies. Okay, that's a way to put it. Heavy weights in the boot will raise the front wheels enough to cause slippage in wet weather. Yeah, that's true. Um, let's see if I miss something here. No, I didn't. Organizing a bug out vehicle isn't just about fitting everything into the trunk, it's about weight distribution, accessibility based on crisis priority, and occupant safety in the event of a rollover or sudden stop. Uh, during evacuation, a poorly packed vehicle can turn unanchored heavy gear into lethal projectiles or waste critical minutes while searching for a simple first aid kit or tire pressure gauge. Yeah, that's the problem with heavy gear is if you don't anchor them properly, and if you need to do an emergency brake, emergency stop, let's say from 90 kilometer per hour, those, if they are loose, they will be projectiles and will hit you in back in the head, and you don't want that because when that mass that will increase the weight, the force you get hit with. I think it's around 3 times. So if if let's say if you have a dog loose, not anchored properly, and you have to hit the brakes, and that dog turns to a projectile, and then let's say that dog weighs 50 kilo. We talk about at least 1 ton or 2 tons. That is what that dog will hit you back in your head. Not fun because you will be dead, basically. So please anchor your gear properly, or have some cars you have some nets you can put up to prevent that. Um, did I miss anything here? I carry recovery gear as well. That's good. Yeah, Nelly, you are correct about that. The car needs to be large enough that you can organize what you do need around how many in the car. I definitely agree with you about that one. Um we are in the countryside for the first half of my trips out. Yeah, a chap I know on YouTube has an army trailer with all the stuff in that. Huh. Yeah, if you have a large car enough for to pull that one, that's really great. But you need to take in consideration when you had that trailer loaded and that your car need to pull it, that will increase your fuel use. So you need to think about that too and take that in consideration. Good point on traveling with a dog. I would have to leave all of my farm animals. Yeah, weight is fun. I have a bicycle. Yeah, that's good. If we have a family bug out, we will have to take three vehicles. Two are all-wheeled drives, and 14 by 4 our gear is split into modular bags, so each vehicle carrier roughly the same gear. So if we lose a car, yeah, you still have the same gear, so that's good. Agreed. But why are we all in the car in the first place? A family trip or a family vacation. That's the only reason you have a lot of people in your car. Maybe if you take your kids to the grocery store, maybe. Family trip, cool. I tend to go light. Yeah, go light is a good thing, but it depends on how long you are going for your trip. Let's say if you have a 12-hour drive, you would be in a bad situation if something happens and if you go light, you don't have not enough gear or equipment with you. So that will cause some issues. So you need to pack equipment and gear from the considering to the distance you are going to do your trip. If it's a 12-hour trip, you need a lot more. You need more gear in your car and with you, because on a 12-hour road trip with your car, everything can happen. Everything can happen. We might be bugging out. Yeah, Nelly, that would probably be my last resort, last option, last choice, basically, unless it is too unsafe to stay. Uh, the three zone accessibility rule. Gear should be staged according to how quickly you might need it while on the mover. Um, Zone 1, cabin access, within driver passenger reach, immediate safety, navigation, and critical emergency response tools. Yeah, that is a seat belt cutter, glass breaker, first aid kit, uh, maps, your road maps. And keep your roadmaps updated because the roads change. So you need an updated roadmap for that. And zone 2 is main cargo, trunk, accessible via tailgate hatch, sustenance, secondary survival gear, and vehicle recovery tools. Vehicle recovery tools is towing ropes and your tire iron. Survival gear is actually good to have in your car. Most people don't have that in their cars, but it depends on how much space you have in your trunk. Don't have that much space, so that needs some modifications, but it will work. If you modify it, you need to modify it after the space you have in your trunk, basically, to fit everything. Sustenance, that means food, water, uh, maybe a gas stove or a smaller portable wood stove or alcohol stove. Uh, Zone 3, exterior, underfloor mounted, concealed storage, heavy recovery, extra fuel, spare tires, and long-term hardware. That is really heavy stuff, heavy gear. And they need to be quite accessible, easy to reach them, because you don't want to lift your car up to reach them. That would be a horrible thing, especially if you don't have the time. Um, 2, vehicle placement and load laid out matrix. Zone 1, cabin, location, center console, glove box, under front seats, door pockets. In my car, I only have door pockets. And I have a bottle holder on the console, on the center console. That's all I have in my car. Um, Glove box, I have a good one. I have some space there, so I can fit quite good stuff. In the glove box, you can have a small portable jump starter, uh, which I have actually in my glove box because it's easy to reach if you need to jump start your car. Let's see here. A glass breaker in the door pocket is a good weapon to close. Yeah, you can use that as a weapon as well. 12 hours. I would ensure we have enough fuel to get to the fuel stop and lucky sweets to get to the next restaurant. Yeah, that's another good idea. I think if it got to the point where I had to leave the car, then I would have prepped for that in most situations. Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. You need to prepare to leave your car. That happens. People have to leave the car because they can't run them anymore because they break down. Popping out to feed the goats. I'll be back. Okay, feed your goats. They need some fuel too. Yeah, portable jump starts are a must for me. My vehicles are automatics. Yeah, that's automatics is a little bit different um, compared to a manual shift stick. So I have a good one, a pretty good one. It cost me around, I believe it was 2000 or something, but it's a small, good jump starter. It works. It works really well, actually. Uh, and we are still on zone one. Gear to place here: IFAK, trauma kit, and seatbelt cutter glass breaker. That's need to be in reach. Okay, you need to reach them easily because otherwise you will have serious problems. You don't want to look for a glass breaker or seatbelt cutter if you flip your car over. You need to know exactly where it is. Staging method: securely mount molly seats, panels, glove door bins, and those items you can fit on there. And also gear to place here: local paper maps, compass. That's another thing. You should have a compass in your car. I don't, which I need to change actually. And buy a compass. You can get a good one for a reasonable price. They are not that expensive. And you should also have GMRS or FRS radios and flashlights. Flashlights is basically a necessary thing, especially a headlamp is a good headlamp is very useful because you have your hands free compared to a regular flashlight. But a regular flashlight can be a good addition to your headlamp. And vehicle registration and small cash reserve. Yeah, you should have a small cash reserve in your car, but Nobody have it. But remember one thing, don't make those money be visible, okay? Keep them hidden in your glove box, for example. You can hide your money, your cash reserve there. In zone 2, cargo high priority. Immediate tailgate opening, top layer of trunk. What you should have there is a 72-hour bug-out bag, water filtration and primary food rations, weatherproof clothing, rain gear, fire extinguisher. But that depends on how much space you have back in there. In my car, that would be a little bit of a tricky way to fit everything in there. But you need to modify it probably. Staged in quick duffels or strap down modular. Yeah, that was zone 2A actually. Zone 2B, cargo base layer. Deep trunk floor directly over rear axle. Heavy water storage, drums, jerry cans. Auxiliary life PO4 battery, solar generator. Bulk food supplies and camp kitchens. Lowest and central point maintain weight of gravity. That's really important. You need to have proper balance on how you load things. You don't want the heavy stuff on the top because that would be horrible. And top of that, you might break something because of the weight. So everything that is heavy, that should be in the base layer. Lowest and central point maintain vehicle of gravity. Yeah. Zone 3, exterior and spare well. Roof rack, hitch carrier, under chassis, rear door. Yeah, it depends on the car you have, because on my car, that would be under the chassis, that would be nearly impossible. But I might can get roof rack on the car, maybe. But what you should have on the exterior is traction boards, kinetic recovery rope, toe straps, and D-rings, full-size spare tire, and 12-volt air compressor. 12-volt air compressor, I don't actually have one, but I probably should buy one at some point. There are different models on those full size on those 12-volt air compressors. There are good ones, there are bad ones, and and there are the ones that look good but don't work that well. So, and stabilized fuel cans mounted with brackets or straps. Uh, the fact some cars has already the factory spots for that and wheel well. But in those cars, the newer cars, they don't have a spare tire. Actually, they have all you get with the car is a bottle, a spray bottle, well, which you use if you get a flat tire. It's probably some foam of some kind. I'm not sure. I don't know why they don't have any spare tires anymore. That sucks, actually. I don't even have a spare tire in my car. I only have uh, a spray can if my tire get flat. Uh, let's see what Grumpy says. Don't forget a gaffer tape and a tarp in case a window gets broken. Yeah, that's another good thing to have. That's a good. You have a good point there, Grumpy. Um, yeah, gaffer tape is. You can basically fix everything with gaffer tape or duct tape, and a tarp. Actually, windows can get broke, definitely. So you need a tarp to cover it up until you fix it. And if a tarp is good for shelter as well, so you have multi-purpose use for that too. So tire weld in a can, yeah, you could say that. Welcome back, Nelly. Weight distribution and driving dynamics. Uh, yeah, weight distribution and driving dynamics. If you don't distribute the weight properly, your driving dynamics will change. If the weight distribution is not correctly distributed, when you drive, your driving dynamics will be not quite that, not smooth at all. It will be horrible to drive, actually. So that is something you need to take in consideration as well. Adding 300 to 600 pounds of emergency supplies changes how a vehicle brakes, corners, and handles off-road terrain. Yeah, that's why you need to distribute the weight of your equipment and what you put in your car. Because if it's not properly or correct distributed, let's say if you turn right and most of the weight is on your left side, your car can flip over when you turn right. So, and that is not funny. keep heavy items low. Yeah, that is what you should do. Every heavy gear you have, put them in low, put them in the base, and you build up from there. Uh, Store dense weight, water, fuel, batteries, ammo as low to the vehicle floor as possible. High roof rack weight increases the risk of a rollover. Yeah, and you don't want that because you can get injured and hurt, and that is not funny. Uh, Center over the axles. You should always position heavy cargo directly between the front and rear axles or directly over the rear axle. Avoid overloading the extreme rear bumper, which lifts weights off the front steering tires. Yeah, so you don't want that because the tires will be reduced on the front tires. So you want those as much as close to the ground as possible. Uh, and the other thing most people forget or don't think of or check regularly is the pressure adjustment, increased tire pressure toward the vehicle manufacturer's max load PSI rating when fully loaded to prevent sidewall flex and overheating. That is something most people don't think about. I can say I'm guilty to that. I don't thought about that before myself. Hey, Bob, good to see you. Nellie says, before I forget, I never intend to sleep inside the car. It's like a horse. Take care of it, but leave it to do its best job. Yeah, you can sleep in your car in an emergency, but not on a regular basis. Yeah, Bob, you can come up. Um, then we have the cargo securing protocol. Uh, Unsecured heavy gear turns into dangerous projectiles during sudden braking, off-road tilting, or collisions. Yeah. So number one is hard anchor points. Strap down heavy crates and water cans using rated ratchet straps attached to factory chassis tie down D-rings. Never use cheap bungee cords. I definitely agree with that because those bungee cords can get loose and snap off. So that is not a good thing. So use really good strap down, heavy, good, really strap down straps for that. Please don't use bungee cords. Not the cheap ones, or not the more expensive ones either. Modular hard cases organize small loose items into stackable heavy-duty utility totes. Husky, Pelican, or Plano. I have no idea what those are, but Pelican I know of. Labeled by category: tools, medical, sanitation. Yeah, that's another good thing, to mark things up, what they really contain. And barrier nets: install a heavy duty trunk cargo net or steel mesh barrier between the rear cargo area and the passenger cabin to block flying debris. Yeah, those steel made of steel is better than the nets, and those cargo nets. So a steel mesh barrier is better if you have the possibility to install one. If they already have points to in your car already to attach one, do that. When leaving the car, we have nothing on show, even leaving once in the snow. On our return, we saw many other cars broken into. Yeah, that's another good point. That's really another good point, actually. Yeah, that's another problem. It happens here in Sweden as well, that people leaving the car, and they have a lot of things on display, basically. So when they get, and they need to go for an errand, when they get back to the car, their stuff is gone. So that is another good point to think of, actually. Let's say if you buy a Christmas present, give Christmas presents, and you know you have a lot of them, and you have them on display in the car. What I suggest is go home with those first and do the rest of your errands after that. That is the safest things. One of the safest things you can do. Who here actually carries out weekly checks? Uh, I can't say I do weekly checks, but I do every 2 weeks, but I do bugger all miles. I only did 1,400 last year. Okay. And then we have, if you need to evacuate your car rapidly, uh, it says when rapid evacuation becomes necessary, a vehicle transforms from daily transportation into the mobile command center, supply vaults, and life support platform. Vehicle evacuation staging and load balancing is the systematic methodology of organizing weight weight-apportioning, and securing emergency cargo within a vehicle to ensure maximum operational efficiency, vehicle stability, occupant safety, and instant access to critical survival tools. That is what you need to take in consideration as well. My daughters are terrible. If it wasn't for me, it wouldn't get done. Are they so terrible, Grumpy? Nellie says, Grumpy, you could test them by sabotaging their car in some way. Yeah. That's a hard way to do it. Hey, Bob.
Hey, good morning, Shadow. Good morning, all.
It's good evening here, but what do you think about this topic, Bob? Vehicle evacuation staging and load balancing.
Um, what I've done so far is try to. I haven't looked at load balancing so much. I keep many of my items kitted
Yeah,
in one place. So all I like, you saw the H harnesses that I made for my
yeah,
wife and I. Those are in one place, both of ours. So all I got
yeah,
to do is grab them, throw them in the car. I got a backpack up here full of cooking equipment and survival gear,
yeah.
and some food buckets. Kit it, keep it keep it all in one. I don't have it. I don't have everything in one place, but I know exactly where everything is. So kick the hatchback open on the car, throw everything in there, and get out right away.
Yeah,
I I don't plan on bringing enough to be able to balance and rebalance. It's just enough
hey,
to be
Mike.
able to enough to be able to get the heck out of Dodge. You
Yeah,
know, that's the old American slang. Get out of Dodge.
yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I heard that
Are you?
many times.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a quite common sentence to tell people. Hey, get out, Dodge.
hmm Yeah. Nellie made a comment that Bob, I'm terrible at this, but the totes and organized boxes is the way to go. If you have totes and organized boxes, one thing you can do to kind of step it up to another level is label them on all four sides of the box and on the top. So everyone in your home knows what's in that box.
If that is a box for purified water and
Yes.
water jugs and things like that.
Yep. Or get out of Dodge box. You know, a
Yeah,
little bit of food, a little bit of water, some tarpaulins to stay dry, and you could even stage that if you live in a home that has a garage door. You could even stage something like that nearby your garage door. And if you don't want your neighbors to see what's in the box, just take an old shower curtain, drop it over top of the box to cover up the label. You
or
know.
a smaller tarp.
Yes. Anything. Yeah.
Mike has actually a good point. Put instructions in the box.
Yeah. That's a good idea. That's up to another level. Yeah, that's the thing about this preparedness. Go back and test everything, and if it works, improve it and improve and improve.
Yeah,
I'll give you guys an example. We've been living in this house for about 3 years, and my prepping gear. So I labeled the boxes in my wife's language in
yeah,
Visaya,
yeah,
and that because it's a common thing here in the states when you're moving in for the new neighbors to come by and
yeah,
introduce themselves, and that way they could see a box and they can't read what's in it until I get everything sorted out. Then
yeah. That's a good idea to do.
hmm
Write in a total different language.
Yep. Yeah, like you, Shadow, if you moved to England or the States, you could do the same thing and write it in Swedish. We
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to read what it is, no clue. But if it says emergency dehydrated food or your
Oh,
neighbors just
yeah.
got
That would
they
be a beacon to everyone.
uh, yeah, yeah,
And then you wonder why. What the heck is 20 people on your doorstep
yes.
knocking on your door?
Uh-huh. Oh, we know you have food because we saw it when you moved in. Ah, oh crap! Now what do I do? Right in
Ah,
British.
label one box dead neighbors.
Human skin or human scalps or something.
Yeah, Nelly says mark one box as booby traps. Yeah,
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
nobody would touch that one.
No, well, explosives or something. You
High explosive booby traps.
might have the FBI coming over for a visit. You never
Yeah, or
know.
yeah, if it's labeled nerve gas.
Yeah, God. If some stranger saw that, and I guarantee you, at least one of them would call the cops. Okay, hey, this guy's got sarin gas and mustard gas, and all kinds of stuff. Somebody would call the cops.
Yeah, at least
Long
one or
pig.
two would.
Yeah, yeah,
If you're in bad luck, 10 people would.
yeah. But yeah, that's kind of how I handle my stuff. I'll show you. Okay, that's one of my old military rucksacks or backpack from when I was in
Yeah,
the Air Force, and that's got cooking equipment, tarpaulins, a few things, and just grab that. And the garage door is right over there. Throw that in the car. A couple of buckets full of food, and yeah, and those harnesses for the wife and I to protect ourselves, and a little bit of a this and that in them, and that's how I do it. You know,
well, it works.
yeah, it'll work. I hope I never ever have to use it, but it's there. You know, yeah,
Well,
it's
it's
like
better to have it than not have it.
that's right. This is an H harness also that if things go a little bit sideways, I can put that on and be able to protect the house and the family, including a water bottle. Lightweight,
Yeah,
I can carry it around day and night, and just going to show the folks viewing. I've got these really good carbiners here. I attached some netting onto this stuff
yeah,
so that I could put carbiners and add on equipment as needed
yeah,
if I have to, you know.
yeah.
And this on the netting, I put some camouflage colors on it so it makes it a little bit
Oh, yeah,
harder for
those
me to be seen.
carabiners are really good ones.
Yeah, I'll tell
They're
you,
expensive, but they are
yeah,
good ones.
these are the I've got some of these. These are I bought these a long time ago, and boy, there is a big difference between good ones and bad ones. Um, these, if you can avoid these cheap aluminum ones,
Yeah.
because I used to have these holding up that golf course netting across the front of my garage, but they don't hold up. These real, if they're really cheap, there's a reason for it. It's because they don't last. But I found
Look what.
these ones on Amazon. These are made of steel. They are heavier, of course, but here we go. These are larger. These are made of steel, and steel is better than aluminum one for
Yeah,
load
that
bearing.
one. That one cost around $20 to $30, something around there.
Yeah, like that. But bit by bit, piece by piece by piece, buy something, test it out. If it doesn't work, get rid of it, get something better. And yeah, none of this is done overnight. It's all done over time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see here that I've got my water bottle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint these black just so they're not so shiny. But I've got two of these same steel carbiners to hold the water bottle
Yeah.
on my belt, and I can take the water bottle on or off very quickly, really really fast. But that's about it right there. That's all the longer it takes to get the bottle off, put it back on. Uh, as far as well, I think about speed, quick, because we live in Mount Rainier is the tallest mountain in the lower 49 states.
Yeah.
It's covered in ice and snow and glaciers. If it pops off, we've got minutes because I'm in one of the valleys, and if
Yeah.
we don't get out of here within an hour, we're dead. That's it. You be
Yeah.
concrete will be running down the mountainside with mud, and so that's I
Mud
think
and
about
ice and.
everything, trees, and yeah, and I think about speed. Get the stuff near the door, but not close enough to door where somebody can walk by your garage door and grab it and
Yeah.
run. That's why this stuff is in the back of the garage.
Yeah. Or otherwise, if it's too close to the door, somebody can see it and steal it.
That's right, exactly
And
right.
that would
That's what.
suck, really.
Uh huh. Now you got to go through the trouble of replacing it, whatever it might be. The expense, the time spent, etc. And you know how thieves are. There's no honor among thieves. Somebody steals something that your get out of town equipment, and he tells his friends, this guy's got a lot more stuff in his garage, let's go back. you know yeah,
Uh,
I wish I could do actual drills, Mike. I do, but my wife is always working, and the kids are all grown up, they're doing their own thing. But you know yeah.
Maybe when she retires, you might have the possibility to run some drills at least.
Yes. I'm sure we will. In fact, I'll insist on it. I will, to make sure
Yeah.
we can get out of our area and get to the airport by the fastest route possible. You know,
Yeah, and make
it's
sure you have several fast routes to the airport.
yes, that's one thing I'm looking forward to when we do finally move overseas. Is I'm going to have to do this all over again. You know, first the first two things is we've got a spare bedroom. I'm going to get some of those steel shelving and canned goods, dry goods, and water, and just stack them up. And
Yeah, look who's popping in.
oh god, okay, yeah, hello, CR.
Hey, CR, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're well there. I'm glad he's here now. I got someone to mess with.
Yeah, you like to fire him again?
Strike one, two, three. But I am looking forward to that when we finally move over there, and Okay, we'll put our heads together and get some stuff ready so that if we got to get out, which is with a religious sector that we live in among there overseas, things take off instantly, and you ain't got much chance. You just gotta stay inside or get to the airport and get out. Especially with my white ass. And they'll see
Yeah,
they those folks see me and they see ransom money right there.
yeah. Nelly says, Bob, save on the steel shelving. If you are only storing, get it for a larger, though.
Get it for larder, larder. Well, the I've already checked one of the hardware stores over there, and I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I've got tools and supplies for my machine shop on those shelves that are like against the garage door. I
Yeah,
can get I can get similar ones like that over there, and yeah, canned goods, uh,
I believe canned
etc.
goods over there is pretty cheap anyway.
It is, yes, it is. It's more affordable. The dollar goes farther, but I've learned from my wife though, like your dry goods, your noodles, etc. You've got to put it inside of a steel can
Yeah,
because of the rats. Rats,
yeah,
we don't have rats in our house, but they're there. They have no winter. Nothing, nothing kills them over there other than snakes. So, uh, yeah, rice, noodles, etc., has to be inside of a sealed steel can.
yeah. Yeah, somebody needs to take care of those rats over there.
Oh, good luck.
I believe it must be more rats than people in Philippines.
Oh yeah, because it's part of their culture. Uh, let's just say, without being too insulting, they're okay. I'll put it to you this way: many over there believe the more junk stacked up around your house is a sign of wealth and prosperity.
Okay.
Scrap lumber, junk that we would get rid of. Get it out of
Yeah.
here because you stack up old lumber, snakes, rats live under it in the dirt.
Yeah,
And
and the
guess,
snakes get into that, and you have a
yeah,
snake problem and rat problem. You
rat
don't want
both.
that.
No, we don't. That's
Uh, those snakes
it's a
over there, are they venomous?
brother. They got 9 species of cobras over there. Nine.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
don't want to have one of those nearby your house. Oh
No.
man.
Nope. Nope. Growing up, my wife said they had 2 cobras get into their house. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
I would wet
So
my pants if a
me,
cobra would be in my bedroom.
oh baby, I'm the same way. I won't run away screaming, but I will tell you the truth. When it comes to any snakes, you stay over there and survive. You come near me, you're going to die, one way
Yeah,
or another.
and those stupid cobras are really fast.
Uh huh. Oh yeah. They can chase down a snake across your backyard or chase down a rat. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They can run as fast as a rat and grab them and take them down. Yeah. So that's I'll see if I can post a link of a good YouTube channel of a Filipino guy who is a professional uh, snake catcher. Holy mama! Yeah, The name of the channel is called the Cobra Prince. I'll see if I can find and put a link into his channel, and you can
Yeah.
get an idea about how. Oh my God.
And the problem with cobras is another snake would bite and
Yes.
then release, but a cobra stick like that.
And maybe even bite you more than once. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Here's
the problem with those. Do they
mhm.
have spitting cobras over there in Philippines?
Yes, they have one species of spitting cobra. Yes, one
Oh, those
species.
are horrible.
They and I'll see. I'll post a link in the side chat for you guys to get an idea of where dumbass Bob is going to retire. Let me see. Okay, here's a link to that channel. It's called the Cobra Prince. I'm sure he would appreciate some attention on his channel right there. But
It is a
that
popular channel.
oh yeah, he's a big channel. Yeah, big time, big time. Yeah.
Oh man, spitting cobras are the worst.
Yeah, I've looked into it a bit, and people get hit with those spitting cobras, but I think there's only one species over there, only one, I think, and they aim for your eyes, and they're very
Yeah,
territorial.
this.
You know.
Yeah, the same for the African species, is spitting cobras as well.
Yeah.
They aim for your eyes.
Yes. But yeah,
They strike for your eyes and then they bite you.
that's correct. Yeah, because you entered his territory. That's why they do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's why my little house over there, um, no junk. I don't want any junk laying around. None. You know, I,
that
whoop,
keeps your rats away and the snakes away.
correct. Yeah. But which also, okay, my brother-in-law is the guardian of the house, and we've hired a gardener to come over and water the plants and all that stuff. But something else to think about in the future if you are going to live in a tropical area, um, is the plants that you grow in your house, in your yard. Like, you don't want tall grass in your yard. You don't want that. So I'm looking at either
Strawberries,
right, or sorrel is a very low growing plant. It doesn't take much.
blueberries are a low growing plant as well.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, yeah. I've discussed different options with my wife because she grew up there, and she says, "No, hon, you don't want any ground cover that's tall, because that's where the snakes will come in and hide, and you'll go outside to go have a coffee in the middle of the night and bang, get bit on the leg, you know." So, but yeah, I'll kind of direct it back to the topic, securing a load and all that. Just try to keep your stuff very very portable in a moment's notice. To That's what
yeah,
the Air Force taught me. Um, Keep everything kitted, keep it labeled, clean, dry, serviceable, and be able to grab it and go immediately. You know, and
yeah,
know where it is. Don't if you have to look for some item during an emergency, it's too late. You know.
yeah. Hey, evil girl, good to see you.
Hello, Evil. Oh, I was on Icy's panel just this morning before I went to go get some breakfast, and yeah, that was nice. I like
Yeah,
Icy. I like Miss Icy.
yeah, I like her too. She's a
Mhm.
nice girl.
Brilliant woman. You know that. She's
Oh yeah,
extremely intelligent. Mm. The perfect guy to have up here for load and all that would be Dior's, because he drives tractor trailer, so
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff he could really be able to help out with. Not so much me. The the most experience I had with that was when I was working on a farm for a Japanese family, and
yeah,
we had great big 5 foot by 5 foot bins of cucumbers, you
yeah,
know, and say this is the cab of the truck is here.
yeah.
You always load the bins up against,
Tight.
yeah, real tight. And in those times they had the family had ropes that they would
Yeah,
tie the bins down onto the. But
yeah.
if
You
you're
need to tie it down, or otherwise those bins will move, and you don't want that.
You don't want that. Yeah, once that weight shifts and you can't stop it, you're in trouble. Yeah.
You flip over with your car.
Oh, we've all seen that. So CR. Uh, I shake my head, CR. I'm glad you brought that up because I've seen it more than once in my lifetime. Somebody's transporting a mattress on top of the sedan,
Oh yeah, I have seen that
and
too. Oh,
and they might have, if they have anything to tie it on. And I've seen it where a person in the passenger seat and a person in the back seat has got one arm out the window holding on to it. Oh my God. The cops around here will pull you over in a heartbeat. Hey, 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 you got to
that
secure
does not
that.
work. You need to secure it. Yeah,
Hmm.
because if that get loose from your roof and hits another car, and you cause that accident,
Yep.
you will be
You're li-
responsible.
you're liable for it. Yeah. Here,
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Shadow. There, if you want some entertainment, I'll send you to your email the Cobra
yeah,
Kings channel. I think you'll,
yeah,
and let me go ahead and send that off to your email here. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of Filipino culture is in there. Here we go. Gmail. Just a sec. Give me a minute. I'm old.
yeah. No problem.
Okay, Shadow Swede. Cobra Prince, I should say. Prince. And
Yeah, those who can handle snakes
oh,
properly. I I saw a guy on Discovery Channel who handled a snake, was a snake handler. Geez, a cobra tried to bite him.
uh-huh.
That dude was so fast, so he was faster than the cobra itself.
I yeah. I nerves of steel. You'll see the boss of that crew, because there's about 4 or 5 Filipino guys. Like I think it's four. They work as a team, and the boss guy, he is calm and nerves of steel. You know, he doesn't get excited. Very, very, very. I don't know. Cast iron balls, dude.
Yeah,
Very brave
armor
man.
plated balls, more
Very
like it.
much. 'Cause you'll see on their videos, like okay, Filipino culture, when they arrive, when that crew arrives to capture the snakes. Part of Filipino culture is that when you invite someone to your residence, to your barangay, their culture is they will prepare a meal for you. That's
Yeah,
their culture. And also in there, you'll see that the people who have problems with snakes are because they keep junk piled up.
yeah,
Even in their homes, this
Oh
clutter,
Lord.
junk, and the snake's got a million places to hide if you've got junk in your house, and
Yeah.
you'll see.
They like it. Oh, the snakes like it. Oh, more
Yeah.
junk. Oh, I hide
Oh,
here.
yeah, exactly. Because they'll sleep there all day and wait till
That's
you
like
go to
Christmas for
bed.
snakes.
They'll wait till you go to bed, and then they'll come out and hunt the rats. Like, oh God, no
And
more.
if a rat run over your leg and the snake runs after, or slither after, more
Uh
likely,
huh.
that
Hmm.
when you wake up at the same time,
Yep.
it takes your leg.
Yeah. But yeah, one of the videos here on his channel, there's a big difference between the educated and the uneducated.
Yeah,
Okay, because okay, the uneducated think that stacking up junk is a sign of wealth inside of
yeah,
your house and outside of your house.
yeah,
And another example of that is they were way out in the countryside where I'm not trying to be mean to Filipinos, but in the countryside, they don't have a very good education. A little kid got bitten by a cobra. Oh no, he's lying. Fucking kid died.
yeah.
Hello? When a kid's got a couple of holes in him and he's screaming, I got bit by a snake. Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
You
wake
know,
up.
yeah, wake up. The kid's not lying. He's not trying to get attention. So,
Kids usually don't lie about things like that.
oh, hell no. Hell no. No. But that's a battle in my house right now. Clutter, junk. Uh, I used to ask my wife's permission. Hun, we're not using this. It's been sitting here for over a year. I want to get
Yeah,
rid of it. Oh, no, you don't. Brother, I don't ask anymore.
yeah.
It's gone. I get it out of here.
Well, if you haven't used it for a year,
Uh huh.
you can give it to your brother-in-law or something. He might
Something,
need
yeah,
it.
yeah. Or, yeah, donate it. Or, yeah, yeah. I, okay. I don't know if you saw the video on my channel where I said Filipina tech support.
Yeah,
That's an example of junk. A smoke alarm like thing was going off in my house,
yeah,
right? And so I changed the battery in my smoke alarm, and my smoke alarm is hooked to my home security. So I reset it, and I kept hearing a chirping every 3 or 4 minutes. Chirp, it was driving me nuts for 2 days and a night. It kept going, and I couldn't find it.
yeah,
That's because my wife took it's a little smoke detector or a carbon monoxide detector
yeah,
that we brought from the old house, and she put it on a shelf and buried it in little plastic bags and hoarded junk, and it started going on, and I couldn't find it. And tech support from the Philippines was on the phone with me, and she and I used my camera on my phone to find it. I had to
yeah.
take apart my whole kitchen to find it.
Oh,
You understand? That's why it's like that. That was a turning point in my life, right? No more junk, and that makes my wife mad as hell. Oh, don't you gotta keep it. You gotta no. When you're at work, goodbye. She
well,
doesn't even miss it.
yeah. If she
She
don't
doesn't.
miss it,
No. Well,
why keep it?
why keep
You,
it? Yeah. Well, no, I know it's off topic, but I've got boxes and boxes of surgical gloves,
yeah,
boxes and boxes and boxes she bought them from her workplace, and
Yeah.
we've got like 20 boxes of small surgical gloves. Okay. Okay. Now this is how it works. She's got hundreds of them, maybe a couple thousands of little surgical gloves available, and she forgets about them. And when she needs to clean the house, she'll go buy another box of surgical gloves.
Oh
Like,
Lord.
it,
Let's say in one box, it's probably 100 gloves
easy.
in
And
one
we've got,
easy in one box. And if she has, let's say,
uh-huh,
100 boxes, you have
yeah,
1,000 gloves.
thousands. Yes. And when she needs to clean, she always gloves up before she uses a clean solvent in the kitchen and all that.
Yeah, I can understand that for one reason, because those chemicals dry out your hands.
They do. Yeah. And she'll go buy another box because she forgot about the thousands of them sitting on the bottom shelf, you know. Well,
Well,
that's
Mike
you know,
says
yeah,
handy for first aid too.
that's true. That is true. Yeah, that is true.
And if she use one pair every time she clean,
Yeah, but you see, they're on the bottom shelf of
yeah.
this rack, of this bread rack. You know, they're on the bottom shelf in
When
the
you
back.
begin to clean that and you find those boxes, hey
Yeah.
hey Mrs. Look what I have found. Your boxes with your gloves.
Yeah.
What? Did I have that much? Yeah, you buy a box of new gloves every time because you forgot about these.
Oh, yeah, and oh my God, yeah. It's a battle. It's a battle. It's Filipino culture clashing with Western culture. You know, because
Yeah,
for me anyway, I was in the military and I like to keep things pretty tidy. You know, but for her, if it's still good, you keep it.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I know it's off topic, but yeah. Let's
If it's good, still good, why don't give you the family who might need it better?
right, right, right.
They
Yeah.
would be happy if they get good stuff that is still good, they can
hmm
use. Why not give them to them first? Ask the family first if they need it, and
hmm
if don't, donate it to charity.
Yeah, that's what I do with a lot of stuff, Shadow. There's multiple churches in this area, a lot of churches, and
Yeah, I can believe that.
just walk in there with a box of whatever you have, and I'd like to make a donation to your church, because most of the churches here will take those donated items and give them to the congregation, and some of the bigger churches once a year they have what they call a rummage sale, and they'll set
Yeah,
up a bunch of tape and make some coin for the church. So just
yeah.
donate it. Yeah, yeah. Uh, on that hoarding part of Filipino culture, I've got to be very careful. I don't want to wind up getting a boot in my ass and getting thrown out of the house.
Well, you need to install cameras all over the place. Oh,
Yeah.
you sit there when you are out, and okay, now Mrs. begin to hoard it up again.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Or you send
That's
a
just.
text message. Now you're hoarding again.
Yeah. Brother, I used to do that. I used to say something.
Yeah,
I don't say anything. I just like I should post that video in the side chat of one Filipino tech support, because a paper that little thing that was alerting was behind a paper bag and a bunch of other bags, and
uh,
you know, the Filipinas on my phone with me, and she was Filipina, so you know, ay nako, dai, why would she save a paper bag? Oh, sir, I do the same thing. It's still good. No, it's not. Throw it in the recycle bin. Get it out of here. We've got one
Yeah,
one drawer in our kitchen.
yeah,
It's a wife's kitchen, so I got to be
yeah,
very careful. One drawer full of plastic bags. It's full. It will barely even close.
oh Lord, that's too much plastic
It's too much.
bags.
Yeah, but I'll if you don't mind, I'll paste. I'll put one of my own videos in the side chat because this leads up to, yes, I hoard stuff. Okay, food, water, medical supplies, cooking equipment for a bug out. Okay, that is kind of hoarding, kind of. Now,
Yeah,
I'm not getting rid of any of that food and water and sanitizing equipment for water. I'm not getting rid of any of the weapons. But yeah. Uh, so I'm guilty of hoarding, but things that I feel that are absolutely necessary to take care of your family,
yeah.
not
It's
plastic
difference
bags.
between hoarding and prepping.
Yes, prepping. Yeah, I agree. There is a big difference. Yeah.
Hoarding is unorganized chaos. Prepping is organized.
Hmm. And I think smart people do prepping, getting some food put away, some water put away, a way to be able to protect yourself and your family and all that. But I'll with your permission, Shadow, I'll go
Yeah,
post a link
yeah.
to.
Feel free to do so, Bob.
Thank you. Yeah, and you'll see that was the dividing line. When I went 2 days and one night with that alarm chirping and I couldn't find it, that's like,
Yeah,
okay.
that can drive you nuts.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. Oh man. And Mrs. It didn't bother Mrs. too much because she was like, oh well, she's at work, you know. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'll put that link in the side chat. And that's it's like here we go. Keeping unnecessary junk gets in your way. If you got to evacuate right now, you've got all this
yeah,
junk. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Make sure you can
yeah,
get to what you need. Okay, here's that's a link to my video about why keeping shit organized, man. Keeping shit organized is so important.
yeah. If you have a 12-hour road trip with your car, you need to have everything organized.
Yes, you do. Yep, boxed up, bagged up, keep it secure. And one way people get injured when they've got a sedan full of equipment is it's not none of it's tied down when in transportation,
Yeah,
and they have to brake, and all that comes back and hits you in the back of the head while you're driving.
yeah. I think a 50-kilo dog would weigh around 1 or 2 tons.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
that's if you get that in back in your head, you're dead.
Yep. And even if it's a light, I heard from someone who was a Washington State Patrol, I think.
Yeah,
A tissue box
yeah.
was sitting in the back window of their car,
Oh,
and
that's a
they
common
got
place to have those.
and it came up and hit somebody in the front of the car in the back of their head, and it just cut their skin wide open, and they
Yeah,
needed stitches. But yeah,
that's a lot of force that hits you.
that's right. Yeah, you got to
You
get
can
that stuff.
imagine
Hmm.
a guy who weighs 85 kilo, and if he doesn't have his seatbelt on, and if you have to hit the brakes, and if he hits you, that's 5 tons back
Uh-huh.
in your head, and you're dead.
Wait, where's CR? CR's here. He's our math guy. 85 kilos is how many pounds? CR can get that done in his head like that, you know.
Yeah, I don't. He's a brilliant guy with
He is.
a brilliant brain who can figure that out quick.
Let's see, I left the same boots on the table the following week, and I went to a leather bound. Okay, Nelly. Yeah. Well, yeah. Affectionately, I call like CR and my wife. There we go. Here he goes. Yep. 81 to 20. Right there. He's got it. Yeah. Math Asian. Math Asians. That's being said affectionately, not abusive. You know, because I'll give a mathematics problem to my wife, and she got it done just like that in her head. She sees the numbers like.
And you look like a question mark.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Wait. I gotta go get a calculator. You know.
yeah.
Do.
Excuse me, I need my calculator, but
Uh-huh.
you don't need to. Uh, my son is the same thing. He's really good at math. Oh man, he's
It's
a living
frustrating.
calculator.
It's frustrating because for me, I'm lost. I got to go get a calculator. I just.
I always use a calculator
Mm-hmm.
unless
Yeah,
it's something easy to do in your head. Well,
yeah. I'd say as far as securing load of different kinds, like in a sedan, that's really all I can compare it to. Is
yeah, a sedan.
yeah, don't leave stuff loose unless you have no other choice. Put it in boxes or a netting over top of it or something like that. Because a tissue
Yeah, on
box,
those station wagons,
yeah,
you can put a cargo net
yes, yeah,
or a
those are handy.
steel mesh.
Hmm. Those those cargo nets that are around now, we didn't have that kind of stuff when I was growing up, Shadow. We didn't.
Yeah,
We had to use rope. You know.
uh, those things are heavy. You need to put them over your rear wheel axles.
Yeah. But, I recall farming when I was growing up. All the farmers in this region use flatbed trucks to
Yeah,
haul their tractors to haul the produce, and they all had those steel hooks built along
yeah,
the edges of the trucks just for securing loads.
yeah. And they have the wider straps. They just pull over and secure it.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows how to repair a net? Not me. No, I'm not a net. All that weaving, that stuff, I don't know, man. That's something I've never tried. Yeah, basic cordage. Yeah. Mhm.
I when I was in school and learned fishing, and actually I'm uh, educated professional fisherman.
Mhm.
But it's hard for an outsider to get into that business.
Oh,
But I learned to repair fishing nets. So
that's a skill I don't have. I wouldn't know what to do. You know.
it's kind of
CR
tricky, but it,
Shadow. Wait a minute. You see that? That's strike one, dude. CR. No network here. LOL. Okay, that's strike one, dude. Strike one. No network.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's strike one. Hmm.
Yeah, see, he always come up with those jokes. I don't know where he get those jokes from.
He's a Canadian. That's why. Oh my god. I
He
think it's
says
part of
it's worth it.
worth it. Yeah. I think they train these guys in Canadian schools about that kind of stuff.
Nelly says, I have to say that as much as I am disliking YouTube, I think it's been a net benefit to us all.
Oh my god. There's two of them here. Two. Okay, Nelly, that's strike one for you also. I'll bet you Nelly's from Canada. How much you want to bet? I'll No, I would say like the golf course netting that I've got
Yeah,
across. That's really handy if you've got to haul something, and it's
yeah,
affordable. You know.
yeah. It's really strong too, so that's good.
Hmm. I've got a neighbor over here, Shadow. He's a golfer, and
Yeah,
he set up a frame and he hits a golf ball into that stuff. I don't know how that stuff is so tough, man. A golf ball going full speed hits that stuff and it stops it every time. You know. In fact, that
yeah. You
golf
can imagine that a golf ball, yeah, get a maximum speed in around 60, 65 miles per hour.
at least, but that golf course netting is what I've got over top of this H harness, this load bearing unit,
Yeah,
so I can put carbiners on it and carry extra gear if I need to. But
yeah.
I had this belt buckle sewn on there. One of the baristas, she
Oh,
has
yeah,
heavy. She sews. She does custom sewing, and this is a end of a belt and a buckle, and I can adjust it if I have to put this over a big heavy coat. I've got room for that. So yeah, this is that golf course netting right here. If it's pretty affordable, if you're going to do a transporting, yeah, get some of that golf course netting and some kind of a way to secure it down.
and remember, keep your heavyweight things as low as possible.
Hmm.
Not on the top because that might crush and destroy things you have below it.
Yep.
CR says bungee or shock cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with bungee cord is they have those hooks and those can get loose. So sometimes
Yeah.
it's better to have real good straps and just tighten it up.
Hmm.
Hey, Vanessa.
Yeah. If you can. Yeah. But even yeah, I'd say if you got some of the golf course netting and some decent bungee cords to hold the golf course netting on top of the load.
Not the cheap bungee cords.
Yeah, those don't hold up.
No,
They just don't hold up. Yeah,
there you can buy those that are more a little bit more expensive. I think those are better.
they are. I've I seen in this area it rains a lot, so there's a lot of semi trucks that have tarps over top of the load to hold it down.
Yeah, I have seen that here in Sweden
Hmm.
as well. Some trucks
Yeah,
have tarps over it.
but those bungees that they use are like that wide and solid solid rubber. They're very tough. They're not the cheap ones you buy at Walmart. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the more expensive stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's where I wish Diorce was here. He knows all about that. He drives a tractor trailer, so
Yeah.
and you
Vanessa
excuse me for
says strapworks.com.
yeah. I'm gonna go get a coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. We'll have dedicated cordage or netting in a small bag ready to drive with. Yeah, that might work too. If in an open truck, I would need a top. A cover is too easily torn or cut. Yeah, pack multiple cordage, rope, and strap sizes. That's another good point, Vanessa. That's a really good point. Pack multiple cordage, rope, and strap sizes. Yeah, it's good to have different sizes on those. Ratchet strap. I need to check that up. Um oh, yeah. I have ratchet strap too. Those are really good because you can tighten those stripes up really tight and nice. Sometimes they can be a little tricky to get loosen up, but they work. They work really well. I use those ratchet straps a lot. If I'm getting out of town in a hurry, then so will be others. So keep the car clean of too many sticky out things. Yeah. Yes, ER trucker switch can be useful here. Yeah. If you don't, yeah, that's a good trucker switch is a good knot. Actually, I don't know how to tie it, but that is a knot I probably need to try to learn at some point. I think I have that in one of my books actually. So that's a really a good knot.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show these once again.
Yeah,
I know I've showed them 100 times on my channel and yours. These are those motion sensor solar lights. You
yeah,
guys are
those are really
you,
nice.
I use these every day. I got 2 more of them on order. And what I use these for during normal days is I stay up late at night and the family's asleep. And I'm in the garage and around the house doing my thing. I'll set these up in different rooms, and I can walk into. I turn off all the lights on the first floor, and I set these up on different rooms. And when I'm walking around the house, these come on automatically. Um,
Yeah, that's
I
really good to have those.
they're very they're $20. They're HM City. You can find them on Amazon, but um, I'll set these up in different rooms, and I'll
Yeah,
intentionally go walk into that room and turn the light on. Because if there is anyone outside of the house with ill intent, maybe
yeah,
casing the house, etc., it shows that, guess what? There's somebody actively in the building walking around. And in fact, now that it's summertime, many times I'll have my garage door open about that far for fresh air
yeah,
to come in, and I'll set one of these up in front of the front door, the garage door, either outside of the house or inside of the house. And if it's outside of the house and the garage door is open about this much and the light comes on, that means there's something out there. I can see it
yeah,
immediately. Sometimes I'll put it on the inside of the house, and as I'm going in and out of the garage, it'll tick, the light will come on, and it'll show that there's somebody in the house, still awake, still moving around. You know,
yeah. That scares most intruders away.
yeah. And once they know that you're awake, that you're there, that you're moving, you know, okay, Bob, we have those at the farm. It's too easy to blind the night eyes that comes at night, but you can see the foxes and maybe even yeah, they'll tell you, these lights will tell you instantly that something's moving around. I've got them all around my house on the outside. I've got them all the way around my house. And once again, if I'm asleep and they see lights coming on in my backyard because of a raccoon or an opossum, the bad guys are like, should I go to his house or this guy who's got nothing? I'm going to go to
He
the other
would
guy's house.
probably choose the other guy's house.
That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, yeah.
Those who want to break into your house, they don't want any attention. They
None
don't want
whatsoever.
light because that is a disadvantage for them.
Yep. And I've got another handy thing you can get on Amazon is driveway alarms. If you come onto my property, I've got driveway alarms that will chime. The transmitter is on the outside of the house, the receiver is on the inside of the house, and I've set them
Yeah,
up to where if you're outside of the house, bing bong, and they realize, okay, I've been detected. And then motion sensor lights start coming on, and yeah, they're gonna go to the neighbors. I'm hoping, but
if there is not a intruder that is smart enough to get around that, but that is probably not likely.
not likely. Oh, uh, on our block, we've got one house that has no cameras, no motion sensor alarm, nothing. They have nothing. And it was a couple of weeks ago. The wife was upstairs and she sent
Yeah,
me a text. She said the police are outside. So I I can't remember if I opened the garage door or looked on my camera, but there was a guy in handcuffs in the front yard of that house who has no security system whatsoever. And that's the second time that I'm aware of somebody tried to get into that house because everyone else has got security systems already set up. So
yeah,
that tells you something right there. They're looking for the easy opportunity. Yeah,
yeah. They want the easy way, not the hard way.
correct. Yeah, yeah. caught the elves trying to hide it. You have elves? You have. Uh, are elves from Canada? Yeah, CR. Yeah, in fact, I've got uh, what do you call those driveway alarms inside my car. Yep, it's in the visor. I'm giving away something I haven't shown on video, but I've got the visor inside my car. I've got a transmitter in there. So if somebody opens up my car door in the middle of the night, I know it because it bing bong, and they can hear it outside too.
Yeah, if they hear bing bong, they won't keep going.
Yeah,
They would leave.
that's right. That worked for me before at the other house when I had a pickup truck. I put one of those driveway alarm transmitters in the visor over top of the passenger side,
Yeah,
and they opened up the truck door and got inside, and bing bong and following, and they left. There was three of them. They left. They left my car alone.
yeah.
Oh,
It's too
you could put
noisy for them.
you could put even these lights in your trunk too if you want to, or driveway alarms in the trunk of your car, or
Yeah,
you know, uh, anything that will detect that someone's getting into your stuff. It's worth it. It's worth it. But all this stuff takes time, and buy it over time and set it up over time. Yeah, like the driveway alarms.
yeah,
They're around 20 something dollars, $30. Same with those lights that I just showed.
yeah,
20 something dollars, $30 for two of them. Yeah. I'm at the point now where I've got stuff already set up and I'm buying some extras, some spares, and keep them on the shelf. Put them up on
yeah.
the shelf. That's home security stuff. That's not hoarding. That's home security. There's different. But the batteries in these, I've tested them out a lot. You can replace the battery yourself,
Yeah,
and the batteries last about 7 months of constant use. 7 months. So
that's good actually.
it is actually. I think I showed a video on how to change the batteries in them too. But there, if you've got stuff set aside, like bug out gear, food, water, that's one way you can protect it. Give yourself
Yeah,
a little bit of early warning if someone's messing around.
yeah. CR says, I mean, it takes time just to pack for a planned trip like camping or road trips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, CR, you're going out, you go camping out, get some of these lights and set them up around your tent at night, especially around the
like a
backside of the tent.
perimeter alarm.
Yeah, exactly what they are. Yeah. Click, light comes on. That means there's something out there, something's moving. And the same with the
You
driveway
might,
alarms.
you probably use a driveway alarm like a perimeter alarm when you're camping too.
Sure, you should. You bet. In fact, I was thinking about getting. I could order one right now because I just got my Social Security check. A set of driveway alarms and put it out in the backyard to usher away the raccoons and whatever else,
Yeah,
cats and whatever.
yeah, raccoons can be a problem,
Yeah. If
especially in
it,
the States. We don't have raccoons here, so we are lucky.
Hmm. Oh, yeah, they're pretty harmless. You just leave them alone, and they do their raccoon thing, but space is a premium, even in a vehicle, not just the bags. Yeah, I hear you, CR, but yeah, just consider it. Some of these motion sensor lights and driveway alarms camping out, because if you're sitting there around the fire and you think you hear something, and those will definitely tell you, yes, you did hear something. There is something over there, you know.
Yeah, they confirm you heard something. So
Uh huh. I think I might order one here, another driveway alarm for the backyard, or just and have the transmitter and the receiver in the backyard, so it'll bing
yeah,
bong and then drive the stray cats out of here. Or I could probably put one on order. I just got my check just today, so I think I'll do just that while we're talking about it. Driveway alarms, infrared sensor. 27.99 for these that I've got out set up outside, and
that's
I
not
will go
bad
ahead.
price for that.
Yeah, two transmitters and one receiver. Add to tomorrow's delivery. Okay, I've got some other things coming. There we go. I got another drive. I think I will keep those to the receiver outside, so that it'll tell the Mark's cousins creeping around. Where is that old raccoon? Where is he, man?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him for a while. So
Neither have I. Yeah.
CR says the light doesn't take up room like clothes or water does.
Yeah, that's true. Mhm.
Evil Girl says, has anyone heard of the weird looking raccoon called Jimothy?
Timothy. Well, Evil Girl was also talking about elves and stuff too. Evil
Yeah.
Girl, are you okay over there? Are you okay? I don't know. We might have to send Evil Girl over for a psychological evaluation. Elves and weird raccoons.
Yeah, she's laughing her butt off right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's meant to be a joke, not insulting you, darling. No. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm. First of the month is when I usually first or the mid month. First of the month is no, it's my pension is a first of the month, and then
Yeah,
mid month is Social Security. I'll be posting a couple of videos of stuff I've got on order. Um, one is going to be for transferring gasoline, like out of my car into the generator
yeah,
or into a gas can, and another one is going to be for water, because
yeah,
I've got 5 gallon water jugs sitting there waiting, and it's an option. Or even if we have to go to the local stream and pump water out into a bucket or whatever, I've
yeah,
got to be able to transfer liquid. You know, a couple things coming, but
yeah. I think it's called siphones. Those.
like that, yeah, yeah. Siphons, yeah. I I've got experience with one. I've ordered two different pumps. I've got
Yeah,
experience with one already, and it works real well. It's because the last homeowner here left a gigantic waste oil drum in the garden shed, and I found where I could safely dump the waste oil at an auto parts store,
yeah,
and I couldn't pick this thing up. dude, this thing was like that thick and huge around, full of waste oil. The jerk left it out in the garden shed. So
Oh,
I had to get one of those pumps and pump out the waste oil in small bottles and transfer it to a waste oil bowser or a
yeah.
one at a time. What a jerk. Yeah.
That's really stupid, actually.
Yeah, just a jerk. Yeah.
Hey, Slippery Pickle.
Once again, that's that junk hoarding junk. I can't tolerate junk.
You have no use for junk.
I don't. If my
Unless you
theory,
can't recycle it to something useful.
yeah. Mhm. Well, like my views on stagnant junk is if it is Christmas decorations, okay, because you're going to use it again next year. You can keep it.
Yeah.
Anything else other than tools, get it out of here. Just it's got to go. It's got to go because that mentality of it's still good, it's still usable, and pretty soon you're up to your eyes in junk, and now once again, now you've got to prep a bag of food for bug out, and you've got junk stacked up. Oh, and now I need my bag. Where is it?
And you
It's
have to move 50 kilo junk to
junk.
reach your bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's waste of time and
Uh-huh.
energy.
And if you ever need to get out of your house, you want to be able to do it right now. No waiting, no delay. Go right away. Just go. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have 1 hour to get away and you need to spend 10 minutes to get that junk away from your bag,
Correct. Yeah.
you waste that's waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
And that means your window to get out get narrower.
Uh-huh. Yep, it does. You're right, CR. It piles up. Yeah. My son, he took over a spare bedroom,
Yeah,
and for last 3 years he'd been stacking up Amazon boxes, not product boxes, but Amazon boxes. He'd rather throw them in the spare bedroom than take them down to the recycle bin. So I asked several times, can I get rid of those? And the wife, of course, oh no, oh no, oh no, don't do it. But you know what? I'm not asking anymore. All of those boxes were put in right into this cardboard shredder right there,
yeah,
and I made them into mulch. And you can see a video on my channel where I use
yeah.
paper and cardboard for mulch around my backyard. I just quit asking. I just quit asking. That's it. Done. You know.
Just take
And,
it.
yeah, just take it. Get rid of it. Yeah.
Those boxes takes up a lot of space. Oh,
They were up to the ceiling, Shadow. Up to
up
the
to the
ceiling.
ceiling with
Yeah.
just boxes, empty boxes.
Empty Amazon boxes, not product boxes. Empty Amazon boxes.
Okay, I can understand if it's product boxes, but not Amazon boxes.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's goes in the recycle bin. But yeah, like I said, 2 or 3 times saying, look, I want to get that stuff out of here. Oh no, don't. We might need it enough. I got this
need
right.
that.
We might
Do you
need
really
it.
need that many boxes?
You see that tool right there? That tool right there? That's made for
Yeah,
cutting up boxes. It's
yeah,
yeah, it's made for sawing up cardboard boxes.
yeah.
They all wound up in there, and now the problem's solved. My wife's pissed off at me, but either she'll get over it or she won't.
The problem is your missus probably have a very good memory.
Of course she does, yeah. But
She will
I got
remember
all.
that 15 years later.
Oh well.
Bob, did you
Oh well.
remember what you did 15 years ago that day?
Mhm. Yep.
What? You remember that? Okay.
Well, well, I'm older, Shadow. Listen up. When a wife does that to you, go, thanks for thinking about me. Oh. Think about the fulfillment. Yeah, fulfillment. The fulfillment's over because the product is out of the box and it's in use. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she's still kind of giving me the silent treatment about that. But my son, he's got an exercise room with treadmill, all that stuff, weights, and uh, I he moved into that room and just took it over, and I never had a chance to be able to hang up proper curtains in the bedroom, all that. Okay, I went in there, got those boxes out of there. I cleaned a bunch of junk off of his treadmill, and guess what? The other day I hung up proper blackout curtains in that bedroom on
Yeah.
good solid curtain rod, vacuumed the room, sent a photo to my wife. Now he can use his treadmill, and I just did him a favor. You know,
Yeah. Well, if you
think about
ask him 20 times that he need
yeah,
to remove those boxes and he doesn't do it,
he
you
didn't.
do it by yourself. That's
I
it.
did. Yeah, the same here. Yeah, time's up. Yeah, time's up. Yeah.
You get 20 chances to do it, but you
Hmm.
didn't. Now I do it for you.
Yeah. But yeah, the on that Cobra Prince channel,
Yeah.
do look at those videos and you'll see the cultural difference between over there and me and my home. I
Yeah.
There was a huge king cobra, I think it was, that was living in a spare bedroom in a Filipino house. This house, it was a spare bedroom with a bed, a good able to accommodate someone to stay the night, but it was stacked up to the ceiling with junk. And the snake found that room and he lived in it because he could go in there in quiet, peace and quiet in the dark. And then the way they found out that they had a cobra in their house was because at night, when everyone was sleeping, the cobra would come out of that room and hunt around the house and go outside the house and come back inside the house without anyone knowing. So yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
channel.
Snakes like the heat.
Hmm. They do. Yep.
So the best thing is have a cooler room cooler than they are used to.
They'll go somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. They also like privacy. Snakes like to have a dark, private place that they can, because they sleep during the day, most of them,
Yeah.
and a dark, private place to hide in. And then at nighttime, they'll come out and hunt the rats. Yeah, yeah, CR, yeah, being able to see the ground you're walking on. Yeah, our house is not hoarded that to that point, but during the course of my day, when I go in the kitchen and I'm making coffee or whatever, and a plastic bag. Oops, I dropped it in the garbage.
Oh, did you need that plastic bag? Oh, I just throw it away by mistake.
I don't know, hon. It hooked onto my elbow, and it fell off out in the garbage can. I don't. It's a mystery.
Yeah. And she would probably slice and dice you.
Yeah, it could be. Or she'll go silent for a while, for a few days. Yeah, okay. when you're done when you're done doing that, come on back. I'm still here. Oh, on a personal note though, she and some of her coworkers are going to go up to Seattle tonight after work. They're going to go see a concert.
Yeah.
See, and she gave me the name of the band they're going to go watch. I've never heard of them. Oh yeah, here's that bedroom now. There's this treadmill with a brand new curtains hung up in place and all that.
Yeah.
I cleared the boxes and junk out of
Yeah.
there and da 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 da. Oh, whenever I do something, I send a wife a picture. Ed Sheeran concert. She and one of her gay nurse colleagues and two or three of the
Yeah.
women are going to go drive up to Seattle and go see Ed Sheeran. I'd never heard of him.
I'm familiar with the name.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Shadow. Because I was at the coffee shop getting my breakfast or whatever, and Ed Sheeran. So I went to YouTube, and it's all love songs.
Oh,
Oh, my heart is so warm for
oh
you. It's like,
Lord in heaven. Oh,
like I said, one of the nurses she works with is gay, and there's two or three other women, and they're all going to go there together. It's a enjoy, baby. You deserve it.
oh. That's why I don't listen to that guy. I'm familiar with the name, but I never heard anything from him. But
Yeah, it's not my style of music.
not
It's
my
love
style
songs.
either.
Yeah, love songs. Love songs. Yeah. I put a plastic bag on the table overnight once. Upon the awakening, I discovered 2 reels of 3D printer spools. And, uh, uh, you okay, Nelly? You all right? I don't
Or
understand
did
that.
you print yourself in 3D?
Oh, maybe 3D printer spools. Top of the hour.
Yeah.
ELES, Bob. What is that? Elves.
Elves.
Oh, yeah, yeah. The little hoarder elves, huh?
Yeah, the hoarder elves.
What country do you live in, Nellie? I I have a suspicion.
Nelly lives in UK, if I remember it correctly.
Oh, in Wales. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I had a suspicion. The only people I really know who talk about elves are British elves and fairies. You know, we don't. Yeah, we don't talk about elves and fairies here in the States, but we do talk about Sasquatch and shit like that. So
Yeah.
you're not Welsh? Uh-oh. She's a foreign invader. She's one of those a Nelly invader. She's a conqueror. You have big feet? Oh, Nelly. I think our English is a little bit different than each other's. I mean, coded messages are going on over here. You're a bloke. Okay, Nelly on the land. Nelly here in the States means a girl. That's a woman's name.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't. I'm. Help me, Shadow. I'm lost. I'm drowning here.
Nellie's my nickname for years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, good to know.
All right. All right. Yeah, here in the States, that's a woman's name. Oh, Neil is always Nell. Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Okay, that explains things.
hmm Yeah, I get it now. I get it. Same language, but much different.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, Neil. All right. I deal with that at home because my wife's Filipino,
yeah,
and uh, difference in English. Sometimes I just got to take a step back and shake my head, like, uh, okay, what did she mean? You know, example is, uh, I don't know, there are hundreds examples. Hun, where is this item? Where is it? Is it? And she'll go, it's there. Oh, it's there. Okay, you do you know where it is? It's there. Have you seen it recently? It's there. All
that
right. Can
that doesn't say anything.
no, it doesn't say anything at all. It's like because in their culture, they'll never ever say the words "I don't know." They'll never say that. Never, never say that. It's called haya.
Why?
It's law. Haya. It's called law. It's kind of like losing face, kind of.
Okay, okay, I
And
get it.
yeah, and it's there. And then finally, after a while, I'll work it down to she's saying. It's there where you left it last, where you last put it. It's there.
Yeah.
Now I want to put a rope around. Ugh.
Oh, you need to decrypt that message.
Yes. Oh God. Oh God.
You need
Uh,
a supercomputer to decrypt that message.
oh, dude. Sometimes, well, like she bought some new seat covers for my car,
Yeah,
and I said, the old ones they're getting old and kind of dusty, and but I
yeah,
said
yeah.
they're fine, but why did you buy those? And the seat covers in the car are okay, and she goes, "Hun, they have kids." Did you hear what I said? And why did you buy
Yeah.
new seat covers for my car? Hun, they have kids.
And that means what? That they are.
Yes. What to? And, okay, we had some relatives that were going to stop in, right? And hun, they have kids. Okay, am I
How can
expected?
seat covers have kids?
Ah! Ah!
Actually,
And
that confuses me too.
yeah, and so I knew some relatives were going to stop by,
Yeah,
and the hun, they have kids. So so um, I expected to like drive them around to show them around the state of Washington because her husband has family here also. That's what I
yeah,
told her. Her husband's family can take them around. And besides that, she lived in Tacoma, Washington for years. Okay.
yeah.
So instead of, instead of, oh my God, Shadow, I was just going nuts that day. So do you expect me to drive these people around the state? No. Okay.
Okay,
But
good.
they have kids. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, it's sometimes I just like I'll be in the garage it's man's land and women don't belong in the garage. You stay in the house. Here's the family that stopped in and visited us. It was a
Yeah, I believe
Filipino.
in Philippines, the women are not in the garage, correct?
No, they don't. No. That's for the guys. That's for the guys only. But this is a picture of the family that stopped in and visited with us. Um, where are we at here? Filipino invasion. We had. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Little ones.
Evil girl says brain cells go off for a walk.
Guess the topic with Bob. Yeah, yeah. This is the coffee shop I go to often. We all went out for a lunch and then at the coffee shop afterwards. And oh, here they are. Here they are. This is the one in red. They live in the state of Michigan now. The one in
Yeah,
red is my wife. There's my wife. Then Penelope, my wife's cousin, Penelope's mom, and a little boy, and the Filipino invasion. Yeah, but
yeah.
it's like I was expecting them. Hun, they have kids. Okay, uh, help me. God, please help me. Take me now. Put me in, in heaven.
Give me wings, please, so I can fly away.
Something. But I took them all to.
Did you figure out what she meant by that?
It's just time to change to put on some new seat covers, I guess.
Yeah.
They're still sitting in the box in the living room. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but yeah, this is the coffee shop I go to frequently, right there. So after lunch, we all went to the coffee shop and had a
That
cup of
looks like a
coffee.
nice coffee shop.
It is. It's very comfortable. It's a family-owned place, and yeah,
Yeah,
so
those are usually really nice.
they
The
are.
family owned business.
Mm-hmm. This Red Bull isn't working. You going falling asleep, CR? Yeah, but hon, they have kids. And yeah, that oh well. Yeah, get
Or
some.
it might be like these are holes in
Yeah,
or something like that, maybe.
yeah. It's like instead of just saying, "Well, your seat covers are
Or
worn
bad
out, and I
or
bought you
worn
some
out.
new ones." Oh, okay. Instead of 40 minutes later, I walked out of the house with my head shaking. What's happening? Am I losing my mind? Yeah.
Yeah. An evil girl says people have stress lines. Bob has confused.
Confused line. Yes, I do. I do. You're
Actually,
right.
Bob, I would be really confused if I heard someone say something like that to
Like
me.
that.
I wouldn't understand a zip.
Yeah. I still don't know where that came from. I'm lost and confused. That's a fact. Lost and confused, man. I don't think a map will take me out of that. I'll just have to remain and semi confused for the rest of my life. Oh boy.
Can I borrow a map? I'm lost and confused now.
Hmm. Yeah.
Or give me a GPS navigator.
Hmm. Yeah. I'll have a smoke with you here, Shadow, and then I'll
Yeah.
bounce out of here. And no
Yeah, I'm going
gardening.
to wrap things up anyway, so
Yeah. No gardening today. Raining outside, so it's gonna
yeah,
be
we had some rain here too. So
a chill day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope the rain goes up north and helps out Canada with all their wildfires, man. We have
Yeah,
some,
wildfires is nasty.
uh-huh. And I bought a couple of respirators for wildfires because the Canadian smoke comes in, and we also had 3 or 4 fires on the eastern part of the state.
Yeah.
I, I added two respirators into my gear. You know,
Yeah, that smoke travels far.
a long way, brother, a long way. But I was really happy though because um, I used to wear a respirator once in a while at work and in the Air Force. But I said, okay, hon, I got these respirators. Let's test it to see it fits you. And she goes, oh, yeah, I wear respirators in the isolation rooms. Okay, here you go. And she already knew how to put that sucker on there and adjust the straps. Good to go in an instant. So that made life a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah,
are so close to the Canadian border, so I can understand why you get the smoke.
yeah, yeah. I'm right up there in the north of the U.S. And we, there was a town over eastern Washington that had to be evacuated also. So I'm hoping that rain that's here today will help out with all of the situations in Canada and here in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah, and the rain cleans the air too. So
It does, yeah, and it gives me a break where I'm pretty driven about going outside and doing yard work and give me a chill
but
break so I
you
can
don't
just sit
want
in
to
here.
go out to the garden when it's raining. It's no
No,
use. You can't
yeah,
do anything anyway.
you just sit out there and get cold and wet and yeah, no thanks. I'll just take today and have a kind of a chill day and relax.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah, but I think I'll probably do a video, bring up a video here pretty soon of the stuff that I have on order. Tomorrow, and tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
So tomorrow, or maybe the day after, I'll
yeah,
I'll post up a video.
yeah. Just take your time. You don't
Yeah.
stress it.
hmm I think with those pumps,
Yeah,
I think I'll get them set up in the kitchen, pumping liquid from one to the next, just to demonstrate that
yeah.
these work. These work. They'll they'll get you through a tough spot.
Okay, Nelly, no problem. Thanks for
All right.
stopping by. I appreciate it.
Good to talk to you today, Nelly. All right. I'm gonna bounce out of here. Thanks for having me up on your panel today, Shadow.
It's always a pleasure.
All right. Yeah, these are confusion lines. They're not
Yeah.
stress lines. They're confusion lines. Like, help me.
Well, you get one more, three, four, five more gray hairs because of that.
Yeah. I just wanted to know where my car keys are. That's all.
Well, you look where you put them last time.
Yeah, right where you left them. But Daryl, there.
I'm looking. Look there, but they are not there. So where are they?
I just
I
gotta
don't
laugh.
know.
I love my wife with my whole heart and soul, but sometimes, oh my God, man. All right. Thanks for having me up again, Shadow. Peace out,
Yeah, you're
everyone.
very welcome. Take care.
Later.
Later. Okay, guys, time to wrap things up. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I will see you next Saturday. Same time, same channel. And remember, be part of the solution, not the problem. And we are out.